Hey family, welcome in. Okay, I do have a shirt on. I know y'all can't see it, but hey. Alright, if you are a part of the family, you already subscribed, go ahead and like this video, okay? You already know you about to like this content, you about to learn something new. Okay, I'm about to put you on. Also too, if you are not what did I just say? I just got tongue tied. Okay, so if you're new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're not new, go ahead and like this video, okay? I'm about to just jump right into this because a lot of people loosely use the word alchemy, okay? And before I just jump right into it, I will let y'all know that I'm going to give you some info on here, but I will be putting the stages of alchemy and how to try to attain to be a true alchemist will be on my Patreon, okay? But here we're going to get a clear understanding as well. I will be dropping at 12 tonight. I will be dropping some spells and rituals on Patreon to help you remove any energetic cords, energy attachments. You feel like you've been hexed, cursed. I will be dropping those recipes tonight on the Patreon, but those will also be on my bestie tab. It is stuff on the Fam Bam tab, which is the $88 tab. It's still a lot of videos and content on there, but most of the advanced level stuff will be on the bestie tab. Okay, so both are very good, very intriguing, very knowledgeable. But if you want to get this specific content, will be on the bestie tab. Okay, so let's get into it. Alchemy. What is alchemy? Alchemy is the highest form of magic. Okay, well, where did magic come from? Chemistry. Science. Okay, a lot of people get stuck and stop at science. We know the world stuck and most of the time stops at science. But past science is what? Magic. And what is magic? We talked about this in the time video, which is now on the Patreon as well. But if you got to see that time is a spell video while it was up, it's a control and hack into reality. You're able to, you know what I'm saying? Literally, control and hack into the reality. You can make things manifest. You feel me? Now, when it comes to alchemy is that next step, okay? It's the highest form of magic, like we just said. Seemingly, when you go and look it up, it says seemingly magical process of transformation, creation, or combination. You cannot be a true alchemist if you're still stuck in the ego, okay? This is something that I've been telling you guys. I've been really heavy on this year about controlling your emotions, controlling your mind, gaining control, especially last year when I dropped the Break Free from the Matrix video. I was prepping you for this. What Nikki said, you can't just give it to them dry like that. You gotta wet that shit first. Bring that shit the fuck back. Holiday season, okay? I was prepping y'all for this. You feel me? So understanding breaking free from the matrix is your first step. You gotta break free from the matrix. You can't be living in a society mind. You have to break free from the matrix and gain control over your mental. If you are still doing like spells as in, you know what I'm saying, like thinking that, oh, you're gonna light a candle and it's just gonna happen. No, the all is mine. Okay, that's why I dropped them hermetic principles. Because that has to do and tie into alchemy, okay? The all is mine. Gaining true control of your mind. If you have true, and like I tell y'all too, like what I've been telling y'all about myself, it's my higher self up here, and then my body, right? And it's like a separation that I acknowledge. It's a separation. When I do things, as in right now, my highest self is watching me record this video for you guys. When I'm in situations with people and I feel like I want to react, my highest self is like, watch, preserve. I understand on a deeper level what's going on. Okay, so being in the ego, you cannot be a true alchemist, okay? That is so crazy. Why I just seen one of them white fluffy things and I'm on like the 4th floor, like, cut it out, spirit, thank you. And it was 144, I see that at 414 period. But yeah, okay, so you have to get out the ego, okay? And this is something that I do coaching sessions for. I do all that, you know, check all the information. I do. Check all the information in the description box, text my work number. And let's get to it. Let's change your life. Get out your head and get into your powers. Okay. I was talking about energy balls. I don't know if I was talking about that on the. I think that was on the Patreon about how to build energy balls. That's something too that, like, you have to remove and be able to channel your emotions. Okay. Let me keep going on my notes and keep it in order. So getting out of the ego is getting out of the mind, right? Because the all is mind, being able to control that mind. So don't think, but feel. Okay, I think Bruce Lee said that in one of his movies. Don't think, but feel. What does that mean? What are you saying when you say that? Don't think, but feel. Most of the time, our minds are a program. If we can get out of that mind and into the alchemy energy, because we have to fully, number one, understand that we are separate on a soul level. This is why I've been preaching this to y'all, because I want y'all to get this, because I want to prep y'all to be true alchemists, okay? Everybody not going to make it. Everybody not going to do it, because this may not be your soul. This may not be for you in this life. It may not. But for those who are drawn to me and y'all feeling it, and this is really resonating with you, and you've been in this kind of motion moving towards this already, understand that you can't be controlled by your mind. You're going to be tested, and you have to pass the test of breaking free from reacting. That is ego-based. Why do you give a fuck? Most of the time when people react, it's because they give a fuck about what the next person cares about, what they got to say, or whatever the case may be. Don't react. Fuck them. Like, that's what I was talking about yesterday in that reading from the spirit guides. It's all about what you know what I'm saying? Watch that if you didn't watch that. But that is a true, like, if you can harness that energy right there, you can really be a true alchemist, okay? You could be working your way to be a true alchemist. Don't think, feel, okay? So when it comes to men and women, now naturally the genetic makeup is different, okay? Like I know me on my chart, I have 50-50 masculine and feminine energy, but because I'm a female, naturally I'm more emotional based. I even told y'all because of my birthmark that I have, oh, it's not showing right now, but because of my birthmark that I have, even in past lives, I've been so emotionally ran that in this life, I've been very emotionally detached. I have Aquarius moon. I know that was a design setup for me. So that once I did tap into my emotions, it was like I had a balance. I understood the all is mine. I hope I'm not losing y'all. So when it comes to women, women have to challenge themselves to be more logical. You have to really get into your mind, because if you can't let nobody else get into your mind. You have to have control of your mind. And that's about bringing that higher self. I'm gonna show y'all how to do that on the Patreon. We're gonna go step by step by step, and it's gonna be a process. Okay, so that'll probably be over the next 2 to 3 weeks. But once you join, if you're seeing this after that, it's gonna always be on there under the Bestie tab. That wind is talking. Okay. Oh yeah, y'all heard that. Period. Confirmation. Okay. Now, when it comes to men, men are very logical, right? Men are logical. Most men are logical, okay? They're ruled by their logic. They need to make the money. You feel me? Men are logical. They're like, how can I make this add up? How can I do this? How can I? They rule by, that's why they're the providers, right? That's why they're more so in the society of the rulers, right? The governments and all that is mostly men, because they're more logical. Not that women can't do it, but it needs a balance, okay? So for men, they have to step into other people's shoes. As an alchemist, they have to be able to step into another person's shoes and understand, how would this person feel if how would this, and it takes that. For women, it takes I automatically want to nurture, I automatically want to do this, but I have to pull my energy back to be able to, let me feel. Let me not think about this, because I know my mind is naturally going to be emotionally ruled, so let me feel. Right? Now, alchemy is also about channeling the right emotions. It is about balance, not right and wrong, because that's a mind thing. It's about balance. that might go over some of y'all head. But just like if you're doing a spell, like we always talk about the intention. Yes, the intention is so important and it's vital. And if you're doing it correctly, you will be feeling the correct emotions, right? But it's really ultimately about what you feel. Like law of attraction, they talk about that all the time. If you are trying to do a return to sender, because somebody did something to you, you can't go do that with no peaceful joy energy. You feel me? No, you gonna be like, you need to be doing it like fuck them, send all that bullshit back to them. Like you need to have that emotion. Real alchemist knows how to use the emotions as power. Ooh, it's deep. It's deep. You feel me? People don't always understand, but that's the thing. This is not a people's journey. Understand, you are tunnel vision, okay? Real alchemists have tunnel vision. Nobody came in this world with you. Nobody's going to leave without you, and you need to get your soul evolved. Okay? So, what's next? Let me do something. And a true alchemist understands that everything in nature has the right to defend itself. Period. Okay? That's why I always say too, fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out. I don't always, like, when people do things to me, when I was going through all that shit at the beginning of the year and the middle of the year, I don't gotta respond. I don't have to say shit. I transmute that shit and it comes back. Real alchemists too, when you get to certain levels, I don't gotta do shit. I don't even have to light a candle. The power. You think how we laughing now, you laughing now, but when we transmute that shit goes down. You feel me? Shit goes down. Okay, we're gonna talk about that on the Patreon. Cause they're gonna think I'm putting out threats and shit. I'm just saying, hey, it's spiritual. It's spiritual. People may even look at alchemists as weak, or they may think like, oh, don't be fooled by your eyes. Look with your eye. Don't be fooled by your eyes. Look with your eye. You feel me? Alchemists reserve their energy. And having the right type of energy is important. Okay? So they understand that I'm not going to react to you, or I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to do that. That's on a basic level, because it's very spiritual too. Because I can transmute that bullshit. But think about the drunken master. Y'all never heard about that? Look that up. Do some research, okay? But it's very dangerous to fight with an alchemist, because they understand when to and when not to use their energy, the time, and they get it. And you fuck around, find out, and now you may die. You may anything. A lot of things can happen. You feel me? So it's dangerous to fuck with an alchemist. And everybody is not an alchemist. Everybody that say everybody say they're an alchemist is not an alchemist. Okay? Okay? But I wouldn't advise you to test and see, because that wouldn't even be that's not even the behavior of an alchemist. Wow, like, you understand what I'm saying? Be wise, have wisdom, think, use your real knowledge. And when it comes to true alchemists, they study things on an energetic level. Like, real alchemists can take something dynamic and break it down, like I do for y'all on here. I take dynamic concepts and bring it to a middle of the road, sometimes basic concept, where it's like you could get an understanding. Anybody can get an understanding of what I'm saying if they are open to. It's levels to this shit. Do you hear me though? And when it comes to real alchemists and true alchemists, they can break any shield. They can break any shield, baby. That's why I tell y'all, sometimes I try not to be, and that's the thing with me, I'm learning to be more compassionate, because I could be very detached from my emotions, because I understand the power of being detached from your emotions. People fuck you up in your emotions. A lot of times when people go through shit, and that's why too, a man that's emotional is dangerous. He's serial killing. He's doing crazy shit. And I've dealt with a lot of men because I'm so out of my emotions that they don't, it's just, it triggers. They never met a woman that was so balanced. That was so, they think it's intimidating. I was talking about that on my Patreon earlier. On my twin flame journey. Y'all check that out. I talked to y'all about that. And just because somebody gets twin flame don't mean you're supposed to be with them. That's another thing. All these readers that are doing all this divine masculine, divine feminine, practice working on yourself. Fuck the divine masculine, divine feminine. Who are you? And be that divine. Be that divine being. Be that divine being of masculine and feminine. You feel me? Let's get to the real power. Like, let's get out the bullshit and let's really elevate. Okay? Not saying that that's bullshit, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where the compassion in me comes in, where like, I don't want to be disrespectful. But for real. Because that shit right there, that powdered down, over nurtured shit, is going to lead your ass under spiritual attacks. Constantly having hexes and curses on your ass. Constantly dealing with you hearing voices. You don't know why. People, you in your sleep and people astral projecting and fucking you over and shit. It's the reality. That's why we can't be all love and light. Okay, this is it. This is it for the YouTube. I'm out. Peace, family. I'm gonna drop like another little video about what I'm gonna be dropping on Patreon about the spells, about breaking entity attachments, energy cords, cutting cords, hexes, curses. I'm gonna talk to that a little bit about y'all tonight. Before I drop the video on Patreon, so y'all can know like, okay, well, what am I getting? I don't want to just join. I want to make sure it's worth your while, right? Plus, it's not just that on there. It's plenty of other hundreds of shit. I ain't gonna say. I think it's like 130 posts altogether or some shit. So hella shit on there. You could meet with me. We could talk. Especially for the bestie tab. Everybody gets a conversation with me once a week. But for the bestie tab, we pretty much, you know what I'm saying, we talk. You can ask me as many questions as you want, and I help you break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, I'm really here to help. I want to help y'all, but at the same time, you know, it's value. And that's another thing, too, for the little bitch boys and little broke girls that want to be in the comments and shit. I don't give a fuck what you can afford. I'm sorry. It's not about that. It's just, if you can't, then watch the shit on YouTube. Keep it to yourself. You feel me? Because, you know, $100, we spend that on food. So, what's your priorities? Hey, what are they? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, you want to build your life, you want to take your life serious. That's why I made the price that much, because a lot of people come on here, y'all want to ask me questions, y'all want to do this, y'all want to do that, but y'all don't really want to change. Y'all don't really want to evolve. Y'all just want to keep doing the same shit, and y'all just looking for a quick fix. This is not that. I will teach you how to really transform and evolve your life, and that's just that on that. That's just simple, okay? So I love you, love yourself, and I'll see you tonight in my next video. Peace.